Hello to everyone. My name is Mariana Tišma and I'm sport psychologist, PhD of psychology, and I will tell you something about emotion today and emotional intelligence. My colleague Susanna tell us about how important emotional intelligence it is for leadership and for coaches. And today I would like to tell you something more about emotions and why it's so important and how to recognize emotions of yourself and your athletes and how to help your athletes and yourself to manage emotion states and do the right thing. Okay. First of all, something about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotion, and to understand, manage, and recognize emotion of your sports athletes. Okay, and that is very important because if you have ability to recognize right emotion in right moment, you will be capable to find the right way how to manage it and how to act to help your athletes to do his work in a best manner. Okay. In that case, there is many capability which you need to develop if you want to have good emotional intelligence. One of them is to recognize and understand your own emotions. Second one is to manage and regulate, do some regulation of your emotion, and in many situations you need to recognize what you feel, why you feel like that, and how to act even if you have a big level, high level of emotion. You have to be reasonable and to do the right thing on the right way, because emotion is a very reflectable, and many of athletes look at their coaches and find to try their calmness and their stability in coachings in face of coach, because they try to recognize is it okay, if they are safe or not, if they will be replaceable or not, and they try to find the strength in their coach. And because of that, it's very important that coaches have that emotional stability in many situations. Of course, sometimes they have to act aggressive, they have to yell, they have to say something maybe rude, but just in a goal to wake up the athletes. And after that, they need to talk with athletes about that reaction, because if they are always rough, always aggressive, the athletes will develop a high level of anxiety, and that's not good for achievement. Okay. Third one is empathizing, to understand social situation and why someone feel like he's feel, because if we understand other people, we can do right thing and help them how to manage their own emotions in any situation. And emotional intelligence actually help us to build a good relationship with confidence, with good communication, and help us to solve any conflict. And that is very important in a team. Okay. For leadership and for coaches, it's very important that have a good emotional intelligence, to understand their own emotion, and to teach other other people how to understand their own emotion, because if they know how emotion developed, why we feel like that, how to act even if we feel like that, the athletes will be capable to do the right thing and to do the best effort and best result from themselves. In that if when we talk about that, it's very important that coaches understand and educate athletes to provide that athletes can talk with them and have a good communication with them, and have confidence in their coaches, because in that case, just in that case, they will be the best of them, because they will have a good relationship, and in good relationship everyone can do the best of himself. And for that, it's very important to understand how emotion develop, how emotion arise. Okay, when we are in some situation, we actually try to value that situation, trying to figure what's happened, what I think that's happened in that situation, and what that means for me, because the same situation can have a different meaning for me and for other people. And because of that, it's very important that we have empathy, because we will figure not what I will feel in that situation, but what the athletes feel in that situation. And if we understand that, if we understand the emotion of our athletes, we can help them to do the right thing and to solve that problem and to cope with their emotions. And one situation have different meanings for different people, and very important to find out, to figure what's that situation actually mean for our athletes, and how important is for them, because if is more important, emotion and body reaction will be intensely more intensive, and in that case, if I don't care about something, my emotion will be in a very, very small level, and I will not feel it, and that will not have an impact in my behavior. But if I have a high level of emotion, and if that situation is more important for me, I will have a high level emotion, and I will have high level of body impact, body reaction, and that will impact of my achievement, because if some situation is very important for me, I will think about that information, because negative emotions is very important for every people, because emotion doesn't exist to bother us, but they exist for understand and for adapt in some situation, to cope with situation. And in that case, if I have some negative emotion, that will be the most topic for me, and I will thinking just in that. If I have anxiety, if I'm scared that my performance will not be good enough, that coach will not be satisfied of me, I will think just of that catastrophic, and I will not be able to think what to do when I am field and when I try to do the best of myself. In that, because of that, it's very important that I understand that it's okay if I do some mistake. It's okay to have a fear, but I have to do best of myself, even if I have a fear, because fear will give me bigger level of that hormone of stress, adrenaline, cortisol, and etc. And that hormone of stress will help me to improve my performance, because it will help me to be more confident, more concentrate, more be in aim direction, more resistant of pain, and it will help me to do my best. But just in case, if I have ability to cope with my fear, if I don't have ability to cope with my fear, I will just thinking about that catastrophic things, what will be the worst scenario, and because of that, my concentration will be smaller, will be bad, because I will not be able to be focused on what to do, what is the best thing to do in a field. I will parallel thinking about what's the worst scenario, and my focus will be about 30 till 50%, just for 30 till 50%, and because of that my performance will be weak. Every emotion have a body reaction. Body reaction is a consequence of shallow breathing and muscle cramps, which means that athletes have a problem because their muscle doesn't get enough of oxygen, and because of that, consequence of that is that they actually feel that they are tired, their legs and arms are heavy, and they have subjective arousal that they not good enough, they don't have a capability to best perform. And because of that muscle cramps, they actually they are in a problem, because that motorical abilities is worse than in a training, and they start to think about a catastrophic scenario more because of that real state in their body. And because of that, they have impulsive reaction, and impulsive reaction most of time is how to escape from that situation, but because of it's not possible to escape from that situation, they try to escape, to avoid that level of stress in their minds, and they do that like they think it's never mind, I will do it next time, it's too much for me, I'm not good enough, look the coach's face, he's angry at me, he will replace me, I'm not good enough, I'm worst athlete in the world, I'm scared that my career will be end, and my parents will not be satisfied with me, and that thoughts give them a really worse performance, and they try to escape. Like I told you before that it's very important to that arousal, how important that situation for me, because of big level of negative emotion and negative body reaction, they try to get less level on importance of that situation, just to try to avoid so big level of stress in that moment. Not because that they are not motivated, not because they don't like to do the sports what they do, not because they don't appreciate a coach and team, just because it's the worst scenario for them, and they they cannot cope with that level of stress, and then try to manage level of stress in that way, just to think it's not important, never mind, it will be next time. I would like to escape in psychological way. That is impulsive reaction. But we have another steps in that emotion development, and that's the step when coaches can do something about that. And that step when we ask ourselves what is the best solution in that situation. If we can find best solution in that situation, we can manage something to cope with that level of stress, and we can really find some solutions. And in that, it's very important that a coach talk with their athletes, because they give them that solution. The best way to act in that big level stress solution is to do what you do the best. Try to concentrate in that small steps in which you feel confident, and try to do the best performance even you scare. Anyway, if I have a worst performance, if I have worst results, if I have very good my opponent, anyway, the best what I can do is to do my best, to do what can I do in that moment. What I try to say is that very important, the coach realize how their athletes feel in that moment, and try to help them with short words, with exactly manual how to act in that situation, like focus on ball, focus on goal, focus on that, try to do that. Just 2 or 3 words, which is keywords for athletes, what they can understand. Because when we in a big stress, when we have big level of emotion, our capability of thinking is smaller. And that's the way why sometimes we look like we don't understand what to do. We don't actually do what coaches said to us, because we are not have a capability to be focused on that situation in right way. And because of that, someone need to be strong enough for us. Someone need to lead us with that small talk, a short sentence, and actually direction what to do. If coaches is stability, have emotional stability in that moment, he will be able to do that for their athletes. If it's not, everyone will be very overreacting, and everyone will be without focus on right things. If we find the right solution, we can act like that, and we can develop a new situation for us. Because when we don't know what to do, when we feel weak, when we feel that situation is over for us, and in a bad way, if it's too much for us, we have helpless. in moment when we try to figure what can we do in that situation, even if we are scared, even if we feel that it's unhelpless for us, when we in the second, when we try to think when we try to figure what to do, in that moment we are going out from that unhelpless emotion, and we feel that we even is that bad scenario, we can do something. And when we try to thinking about what we can do, and we feel that we really can do something, in that moment we really can do something, and can be better, more focused, more motivated, with more self-esteem. And actually we are going in a good emotional state, and that provide us to do our best, really our best. And that's very important spot that coach realize when some athletes have that unhopeless feel in himself, that help him to find a way to find her strength, self-esteem, and way how to go out from that state, and how to develop good emotion and good states, because that will give him a chance to do his best performance. And something else I would like to tell you about emotions, which is important to better understand why we feel on this way or that way. It's emotion beside of situation parcel, and it's like that. When you feel when you are in some situation, you try to figure, is it something in that situation that is threat for you, or is affirmating for you? If it's affirmating for you, in that case you feel satisfaction and positive emotions. Positive emotions give us feeling that everything is okay, that our they give us validation, they give us a proof that something good happened to us, and motivate us to stay in that situation, and motivate us to come back in that situation frequently. And good emotions, it's very important because they refill our psychological material, because they give us more and more strength, more and more stability, and that good feelings, when we feel that good feelings, they give us opportunity to recover ourselves. But if we think that that situation is threatening for us, we try to figure, can we change that situation, or is unchangeable? If we can change that situation, we will feel anger. Anger is emotion which motivate us to demand the changes. We can be angry of ourselves, we can be anger of someone else, and we can be feel anger about situation. If I feel anger of myself, I will demand the change of behavior or thinking or something from myself. I will say, okay, I done that, but it's not good. I demand of myself to never do it again. If I'm feel anger of someone else, that emotion motivates me to communicate with that person and tell, please don't do that for me, please change that, please try to find other way to act with me, because that bother me, that's I don't feel good when you do that. And that's made us to have a better relationship. Many people avoid to talk about other people about feelings because they think if they feel feelings or if they talk about that, they will be arousal like they are weak, but not. Weakness is actually try to avoid your emotions, because if you're have a strength enough, if you're confident enough to say something about your feelings, that means that you believe in yourself, that means that you're okay with yourself, and that give you a capability to do a good communication with other people and to ask what is important for you. And in that case, your relationship will be win-win. Why? Because if I have some bad emotion about someone and someone behavior, I just don't tell them about that. I will just every time when I see that person or when they call me, I will feel a bad emotion. But it's not fair. It's not fair for me. It's not fair for that person, because if I don't say something about that, they will never know what's bothering me, and our relationship will be worse and worse because I don't feel good about that person, and that person will be able to see that I avoid that person, but they will never know why. And our relationship will just go one from each other. But if I say something about that's bothering me, please do something else, please try to manage that, how can we manage our problem, what you think about that, why you doing that, or something like that. In that case, I will have a good feedback from other people, why they do it. If they are really try to do something bad for me, or they didn't even know that bothered me, they will be able to avoid that behavior because I actually told them what's bothering me, and in that case our relationship will be better and better. We will be glad to be together, to be in good relationship, and to talk about something, to be in same team. If you don't do anything about your anger and you just try to avoid that emotion, eventually you will be very furious, and in that case you will acting out. You will in one moment your anger will be in a maximum level, and in that moment actually you will not be able to manage your emotion. You will be over reacting, and you will say the things you never think that you will say. You will feel so much anger that you will be able to escape of that relationship, and that's not good enough. Okay, and because of that, it's very important when you feel that something's bother you, to actually act in a moment and try to immediately resolve that problem and manage your emotion, your behavior, and try to communicate with other people in a right way. If we are in a situation which is threatable for us and we realize that it's unchangeable for us, we cannot do anything to change it, we try to figure, is it avoidable for us or not. If we think that is avoidable for us, in that case we feel a fear. Fear is very good for us because it motivates us for fight or escape from that situation. When we feel fear, first of all, we try to figure from which direction that threat come to us, And second one, we try to figure which is our capability to manage that situation, to cope with that situation. If I don't have enough ability to cope with that, it's more clever to escape. But if I have a good enough my knowledge, my abilities for fight with that, that will motivate me for fight. Why? Because the main thing of fear is to avoid consequences. So, from what depend will I fight or escape? It's depend of my self-esteem. If I believe in myself, if I have enough self-esteem, self-confidence, more situation will be fightable for me, because I will thinking that I'm able to fight, and because of that I will go in situation and try to do myself the best of myself. But if I don't have enough capability, if I don't have self-esteem in good level, if I don't believe in my ability and in myself, more situation will be avoidable for me, because I will try to escape from that situation, because I think the consequence will be terrifying for me, will be catastrophic for me. So it's very important that we know. One of fear is anxiety. Anxiety is a very famous emotion in sport and in life. Anxiety is emotion when I try to do something which is very important for me, but I'm scared that situation is bigger than me. It's a situation will give me so much obstacles, and I will be incapable to manage that, to cope with that, and other people will be very disappointed in me. They will think that I'm stupid, I'm incapable, I'm not good enough, and it will be catastrophic for me. If I think like that in situations, it's very obviously that I will not fight in that situation, that I will like to escape. But anxiety, it's not emotion which we have because we need to escape from every situation. Anxiety try to give us more motivation, more direction, manual, how to fight with that. Because if I think that I will not be good enough in some situation, anxiety motivates me to find the way how to be better for that situation and how to win in that situation. If I think that my performance will not be good enough, anxiety motivates me to do more and more exercise for that my performance. I cannot exercise all day long, but I can do that specific things which is the worst on my performance, and do it better. If I made it develop it 20%, my whole performance will be 20% better. And I have to go step by step, small step. It's very important. I cannot change everything till my performance, and it's not we are not able to do that, but we can do small steps and we can do small changes, and anxiety actually try to help us on that, because she motivates me to find which small steps I need to improve, and how to improve, and to exercise to improve it. And because of that, anxiety is very good for me, because it helps me to improve myself. Otherwise, if I think that something is dreadful for me and it's unchangeable and I cannot escape from that because already happened, I lost, I had mistakes, I do something wrong, and I lose someone or something like that. In that case, I feel sadness. Sadness is very important emotion, because sadness gives me opportunity to think about that situation, what's happened. Is there any possible to do something in other way in the future, because maybe I can avoid that consequences. Sadness gives me opportunity to think about what I really feel, what I really think about that situation, and how to change myself in case of that situation, because give me ability to build myself, to improve myself. How can I cope with that situation next time much better than today? Give me an opportunity also to think what to say to other people when they ask me about that. Give me an opportunity to adapt in that new situation, even is it worse situation for me, even my loss is very big, or I feel very bad about that. Give me opportunity to find out how to cope with that and be stronger next time. So we can conclude that every emotion is very important. Every part of that emotion give us motivations for something else, and it's very important that we really realize what we feel about something. If I feel anger, give me motivation to fight, to change something. If I feel fear, give me opportunity to fight or to escape, which is more wise for that situation. If I feel sadness, give me opportunity to change myself, improve myself for other situation, other days, for future. And if I feel satisfaction, give me opportunity to build myself, to enjoy myself, to charge my emotional battery, and to have more confident, more power to fight with other situation in my life, to other emotion, and give me opportunity to be better for tomorrow. So, if you understand your emotion, you will be able to understand, to have empathy, to help your athletes to feel their emotion and to be motivated for right thing. Thank you very much.